What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today we got part 2 of the Seadoo GS restoration. What we're going to be doing is stripping the hole down even more, cleaning it up perfectly, getting the gel coat all ready for our wrap. We have an ARR race wrap going on this. That's going to make it look really nice. So like I said, we got to take these old graphics off. Usually, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know, like saving these graphics or reinstalling them. But these are super crusty, and this is more of a performance build. So we're gonna go with cool wrap. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So what we're gonna be using today is our a plastic razor blade. That way we don't cut up the gel coat. Got our heat gun to loosen things up, and one of these rubber decal erasers. The actual Seadoo graphics should come off pretty nicely with some heat and scraping underneath them, but these are probably going to need the rubber wheel, and then I'm going to buff the hole. We'll see what we're dealing with, and then we'll fill anything that, like rock chips or anything like that. This I've done before in the past. What I'll do is you drill these rivets out. These are just plastic caps, but there's a rivet under there. You drill those out, pop this off, and then I fill it with a little bit of gel coat just to make it uniform. Chips I was talking about with the wrap. Anywhere that air can stay under there is not going to be good for the longevity of the wrap. It's going to cause it to release, especially a big area like this with a bunch of little pitting. So we'll have to smooth all this out and redo this area, which you'll notice the gel coat will then look newer, but it's getting wrapped, so that's not any concern. And also, you can see on here, whenever someone painted the hood over there, they it looks like they just scratched all this up. Like, so that's what it's supposed to look like. That's so smooth, you don't hear anything when I rub it. Listen to this. Yeah, don't do that. But yeah, let's get to work. So as you guys saw there, we got this all removed with the decal eraser. Then we got this scraped off and the adhesive removed with the eraser. And that's what that looks like. So you can start to see what we're working with here. I'm going to finish up this side and then that side. And then next up we'll be putting this on the trailer, or just pulling it back outside a little bit, and being able to really clean this up. I really want to pressure wash it before we wet sand, or before we buff it and wet sand it and all that. Sorry, there are eraser chunks everywhere, but yeah, I want to pressure wash it inside and out before we deal with everything else like wet sanding and buffing. So yeah, we'll do that first, and then we'll move on to the next few steps. Alright guys, so it is the next day. Let this dry. As you saw, got all the graphics off. Then I cleaned it out for the most part. Cleaned the tank all out. See, we got about a... Sorry, there's some oil that has leaked back in there. The tank is my hose has fallen down the tank, emptied itself. No big deal, but there's about a... It's hard to tell. tell, I guess, from this angle. We got about half a tank of 2-stroke in there. I'm gonna have to get that fuel out. But first, what I want to do is do what I've done before and show you guys how we buff this whole thing. So what we're gonna use is a correction pad on it. I was thinking about wet sanding it, but I really don't think that's necessary. After peeling off the stickers and stuff, I think the gel coat's gonna come back well enough, because we're just gonna be wrapping this thing. So the actual gel coat is not a huge deal. What is a big deal is the rock chips over here. So those we're gonna have to fill. I might just sand them down and re-gel coat this spot right here. I'm not quite sure, but first things first, we gotta buff the whole thing and get it cleaned up as good as it's gonna get in its current state. So we're gonna hop on that. I'm gonna throw you guys on the ceiling and we will get to work. Alright, so as you guys just saw, we made our first pass on the ski. I'll use this side for reference. Look how dirty that is. I'll come over here. The pad didn't do the best with the spray paint, but I mean, look at that. That looks fucking, you gotta admit that looks clean. And that's just the first pass. I'm gonna do that a couple more times. Look at right here. Compared to the other side, come on. You can't tell me that doesn't look brand new. But yeah, I'm gonna do this to the rest of the ski. God damn, look at that. And then we'll check back in. Boom, would you look at that? So guys, we got the hull all cleaned up, ready for wrap. The only thing I gotta do is, like I said before, you see these rock chips right here? So what I'm gonna do is sand this down smooth, put a layer of gel coat on it, sand it all back, and we'll wrap it. It'll be good to go. But we took the buffer over this thing multiple times, and look how clean she is. Woo! So before I do that, I gotta drain the gas tank still, like I said. It's got some old gas in it. And then yeah. But take a look at this thing. It is ready to go. I cannot wait to wrap this thing. I know the owner can't wait for this thing to be wrapped. It is gonna look so sick. And then all we have to do next is finish up the assembly of the motor. I'm just waiting to get the cylinders back, and then hopefully before the new year this will be all wrapped up and running, and maybe for New Year's we can do a test ride on the lake. We'll see. But I think that's where I'm going to end it for right now, guys. Take a look at this beautiful thing all cleaned up. That's how we take the graphics off, clean up, make it look like new. This is a perfect way to get it ready if you want to put new graphics on it, or if you want to do what we're doing, wrap the whole thing, or if you just like the look, because I mean, look at my SPI. I like the no graphics look on these old skis. It just looks clean. But yeah, thanks for watching this one, guys. Sorry it's a little all over the place. Hopefully you learned something or enjoyed it just a little bit, but we'll catch you next time.